How's it going, everybody? Mr. Holton here, and today we got some brand new Dragon Age stuff to cover. But before we do that, remember to hit that subscribe button for all of your Dragon Age news and updates. Alright, so first things first, Bioware released their most recent blog post, which is the Journal 8 for Dragon Age the Veilguard, and here we get some new information about the world of Thedas. But before I continue reading this, I just have to let you guys know that there might be some spoilers here, so you've been warned. Alright, so the blog post starts off with, "Hello everyone. Today we're back to share more about the world of Dragon Age the Veilguard, minor spoilers below. While the game is a crafted experience telling a rich narrative, there are many areas to explore. The lighthouse, for example, is a central place for Rook to rest, spend time with companions, and learn more about the world through conversation. The crossroads allow the Veilguard to traverse Thedas in seconds, connecting the lighthouse to more of the world than ever before." And we've already seen footage of this where they were walking around the lighthouse in the very recent footage from IGN, and just like in previous Bioware games, the lighthouse is gonna just be the base of operations, just like the Normandy was, just like the Keep was. Throughout the story, you will go through many diverse areas, from the beauty of the lush Arlathan forest to the busy streets of Minrathous. Veterans of the series have heard whispers in the past about each of these places in Thedas, but now you will actually be able to explore and experience them in-game. Each area has its own unique feel and style. There are several areas for exploration, each inviting you to delve deeper into the narrative and uncover the many mysteries that Thedas holds. Now, in the first video, we get a shot of Arlathan Forest, and it looks really nice. I do enjoy the lighting that is on display here. And at one point, we fly past what looks like a face, what is definitely a face or a stone statue of a face, and even what looks like a statue of Solus. I'm not sure if that is Solus, but very much looks like him. We also get this description: Arlathan Forest, ancient magic and powerful artifacts reawaken and reality thins across the woodlands that once held the heart of the Elven Empire. The Veil Jumpers, masters of ancient Elven magic, seek to stabilize the region and keep reality from crumbling. That's a bit of interesting lore right there. It's going to be interesting to see how far into the lore of the Veil Jumpers we're going to go. Does this mean that if the Veil Jumpers are not there, will the entire forest just destabilize and crumble altogether? And the next one is a video of the Hossberg wetlands. And this one looks like the same area that we see again in the IGN showcase. Could also be because of the disgusting blight that it looks similar, so maybe it's not the same place. But then again, we get another lore bit here. Much of this once peaceful marshland has been consumed by the blight. Darkspawn roam the swamp with impunity, but the Grey Wardens mount a valiant defense of the last safe haven, Lavendel. Or Lavendel. So it seems like it's the same place. And it looks properly disgusting, just like a swamp. And being a fan of Shrek myself, I am looking forward to exploring this area.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Now, the third video, we get to see more of Minrathous, and I am very curious as to how much we're actually going to see and explore this place, because we see that in the intro that we are trying to stop Solus from completing his ritual. The question is, will we be returning to the city after the fact, or is this before the entire situation with Solus occurs? And in any case, here's another lore bit. Capital of the Tevinter Imperium, the Venatori wield corruption as they try to turn the Empire's heart to their own dark purposes. Yet the people resist, with the rebel Shadow Dragons leading the charge. And obviously the most notable person from the Shadow Dragons is Nev, who is one of our companions. And speaking of, we're probably going to be dealing with Nev's loyalty mission or her personal mission in the depths of Minrathous, considering she's a detective. Now, in the fourth video, we get a closer look at Rivain, which seems to be the same place where we see the Kunari companion, Tash, attacking a dragon in the reveal trailer. And I like that it's very sunny and very tropical looking here. Some elements are also very reminiscent of Tash's design, interestingly, like this banner looking thing right here. And here's another lore bit. Rivain is an ancient Grey Warden fortress that sits among sparkling waters and lush greenery of the Rivain coast. The Lords of Fortune call this paradise home. The servants of the gods have their own plans, however, and threaten to turn the sanctuary into a battlefield. Again, Tash is one of the Lords of Fortune, or she's at least connected to that faction. And again, I would assume that we will be dealing with her personal mission in Rivain as well. Now for the 5th video, we get a look at Treviso, which again seems to be the location where Lucanes is hunting down a mage in the reveal trailer. And I like the look of this place as well. It reminds me of Minrathous, but very much more subdued. But it does look like the perfect place for someone like Lucanes because he is an assassin, of course, and he's trying to be as sneaky as possible as he's taking down mages. Very much looking forward to exploring this area. Anyway, here's another lore bit. A merchant city known for the beauty of its canals and the deadliness of its assassins. Treviso is under Antam occupation, a state of affairs that sits poorly with the Antivan Crows, which again is the faction that Lucanes belongs to. Now the blog goes on asking what's there to find. While exploring the world, the Veilguard will come across many things to do and people to talk to. Of course, there will be loot to upgrade your equipment, but there will also be puzzles and lore. There will be ancient statues, letters, and artifacts left behind to read and collect those codex entries. And I'm all about unlocking codex entries, you guys know me. There are also new modes of transportation to find throughout the world, including fast travel. There will be new ways for your companions to interact with the world as well, with specific exploration abilities. For example, you may come across some ancient elven artifacts for Belara to tinker with while you wander through Arlathan. Even when the companions are back at the lighthouse, Rook can use the Lyrium dagger to take advantage of their exploration abilities. You may also spot companions out and about, interacting with the world on their own. When heading to Treviso, we recommend finding Lucanes and enjoying a cup of coffee together. I will for sure be doing that. Also, they've talked about this before, where they've mentioned that you can explore areas with your companions and that you need certain companions to actually explore some of the more hard to reach places in the game. I like that a lot because it forces you to try out all the companions and get some use for all of them. I wonder what that means if one of your companions die in the story. Now, we don't know if that is gonna happen here, but I do wonder, is it possible for any of your companions to actually die mid-game? Because that could cause trouble for exploration. Anyway, we get some more tidbits about the lighthouse. So the lighthouse will serve as your new home during Dragon Age the Veilguard. Each companion will have their own room for them to decorate to their own taste. Their rooms will progress over the course of the story, and it will also be the main location for one-on-one chats with them. Rook will have a room of their own as well. Lastly, you will find the Caretaker's workshop here, where items can be upgraded and enchanted. We also saw that in one of the recent gameplay showcases, where we see the Caretaker and how you can upgrade that shop as well to make your items stronger and buy new items as well. And also, the team over at Bioware elected to share some screenshots of various rooms that belong to some of the companions. So if you haven't seen those yet, remember to go check them out. I'll be adding a link to the pinned comment below. Finally, they give us some more information about the Crossroads. From the home base of the lighthouse, you will be able to access the Crossroads, a meeting place of many alluvians. This area will serve as the main connection from the lighthouse to the rest of Thedas, as well as lead to a lot of side content. The Caretaker will act as a guide throughout this area, ferrying the party to different islands in the Fade. Additionally, there will be more puzzles to solve in this area and even some extra missions, but we'll leave those shrouded in mystery to discover on your own. Unfortunately, there is no video here that they shared, but we've already seen a little bit of the Crossroads in one of the showcases as well. Looks like a pretty cool place. Looking forward to exploring it. Also, they mentioned here that they recently held a preview event with content creators and press, which I think has a deadline of the 19th of September. Now, before you ask, yes, I was invited. No, I did not go to the press event. So in case you've been wondering, yes, I was asked. No, I didn't go. But nonetheless, I am looking forward to whatever my colleagues here on YouTube have to say about the game, because some of them I've talked to a lot and some of them have played the game. Now, just in case you missed this, IGN also revealed that Dragon Age the Veilguard will have a photo mode at launch. Now, I don't know if they confirmed that since before. I have a slight memory that they actually did. But in any case, we get some shots here of what the photo mode kind of looks like. First of all, we get a shot of Manfred here, the lovely assistant to Emmerich, the regional necromancer. And here we can see some functions for photo mode, such as hide player, hide party, hide enemies, and hide NPCs. They also shoot off some information here that we can read for ourselves. Free roaming camera, tilt, focal length and lens distortion is something that you can change. Depth of field, autofocus, distance, f-stop, which lets you control the lighting. That's pretty cool. Vignette mode, which darkens the edge of the screen and gives it a more cinematic look. Bloom strength, saturation, brightness, and contrast, and the ability to hide the player, the party, enemies, or NPCs. Now, interestingly, for all of you Mass Effect fans, Corinne Bush, the director for Veilguard, actually mentions Mass Effect Legendary Edition as an inspiration when it comes to the photo mode for Veilguard. So in case you're wondering how the photo mode is going to work in the Veilguard, just play around with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition version and you'll pretty much know how it'll be to use. In any case, some pretty cool new information. I'm looking forward to whatever new gameplay videos they got going. Again, I've seen that people are having some problems with some of the spoilers that Bioware has been revealing lately. I understand the complaints to a point. I personally don't really care that much, but I can definitely understand for a lot of people that have been waiting for this game for so long now and been looking forward to Dragon Age all this time, and now they're getting kind of spoiled. Unfortunately, that's on Bioware, and yes, they could have done a little bit of a better job in hiding some of the spoilers. Then again, it seems like they're trying to bring in a lot of new people, and they're trying to showcase what the game actually is, because there's a lot of people that just don't see what the identity of this game really is yet, and I can see why, especially for new players. Again, personally, looking forward to it, and I for sure want to see more, but do let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below as always, and take care. Mr. Olton, signing out.